Rubeish.
I beg your pardon?
Joseph Rubeish.
Oh, I see. I'm so sorry. Hello, how do you do?
It's disgraceful, of course, utterly disgraceful.
What is?
Well, shutting us up. Like a lot of kids kept in after school. And that brigadier chap, military idiot.
Yes, I know how you feel. Still, he means well, you know.
I haven't seen my wife and family for 3 days.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, well, just shows. There's always a silver lining. And your name?
Smith. Dr. John Smith.
Oh, seems to be a lot of them about today.
I'm sorry?
Well, I was talking to a young woman just now, also Smith. Oh, there she is. Miss Smith.
Yes, Professor?
Come and meet your namesake. Miss Lavinia Smith, Dr.
Dr. John Smith.
Miss Smith.
No, I'm the doctor. Really must keep your glasses on the end of your nose, Professor.
No. Listen. She's not Miss Smith.
She isn't?
No. Who is she?
I don't think I quite understand what you're talking about, Professor.
Well, just now I was in the common room with Sir Maxwell Dingle. I happened to mention I was on the same landing with Lavinia Smith, the virologist. And do you know what he says?
Yes, he said that she's in America.
He says she's in America. How could you know?
Please be careful. This is very delicate equipment.
But if she's a spy, what do we do?
Shoot her?
Well, there's something odd about her. She even tried to tell me you were a spy.
Rubeish.
What? Who is it?
It's me, it's the doctor. Don't you remember we were on the same landing at the research center?
Oh, my dear fellow. So he's got you too, has he?
No, hardly. Look, Professor, what's wrong with all these people?
Hypnotized. Can't get a word out of them. Rotten company.
Well, you seem to be all right.
Oh, didn't work with me. Strong-minded, you see.
Yes, and very nearly blind.
Oh, nonsense.
Obviously working some sort of ocular device. Professor, have you any idea where you are?
Some medieval English castle, I suspect. I've been feeling the carvings on some of these columns. They're astonishingly well preserved.
Yes, well, you're in a castle, all right. But do you know the time?
About 4 in the afternoon. We haven't had breakfast yet, you know. Doesn't feed us much. Once a day, if we're lucky.
Now, Professor, listen to me. This may come as a shock to you, so steel yourself. You have been brought back to the early years of the Middle Ages.
That's interesting. I've always maintained that the loop theory of time shouldn't have been so arrogantly dismissed by Crabshaw and his cronies.
Yes, well, tell me about that some other time, will you? We've got to get out of here before Lynx comes back.
Yes, Doctor. Why, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. Do you know, there's some most interesting work being done here. If only I could see it all properly.
Look, Professor, your life is in considerable danger. I must insist that
Well,
you
you go if you want to, Doctor. Go on, but leave me alone.
Look, Professor, don't you understand? Rubeish! Professor, over here, quickly.
Is that you, Doctor? I thought you were going.
That's a change of plan, old chap. Look, I want your help.
Are you wearing a hat?
Look, behind me, you'll find a panel. There's a switch on it.
It's dangerous, you know. Overheats the brain. Panel. Oh, yes, I've got it.
Right, turn the switch.
I've always thought that's why judges are so peculiar. Those wigs they wear.
No!
I do wish I'd brought my glasses.
Yes, so do I. That was the wrong one.
Is this the one?
Yes, that was the one. Thank you very much indeed, Professor.
Not at all, Smith.
Smith? Yes, of course. Look, will you excuse me? I've got to go and find a young girl. I'll see you later, I hope.
Young girl? Should have thought he was a bit old for that sort of thing. Oh, well. Oh, see me dance the polka. Oh, see me... Ah, that's it. Come on. Stand up, my dear chap. Come on. Come on. That's it. Now, listen, all of you. You've been kidnapped, but you're about to be rescued, I hope. There's a machine here that'll send you home again. Unfortunately, I don't know how to work it, and the chap who does has vanished. But I expect he'll pop up again. He usually does. But the important thing is, until then, you must carry on working as if you were still hypnotized.
Can I ask?
Oh, Morrison, don't start asking a lot of awkward questions. I assure you I don't know the answers any more than you do. Back to work, everyone. Someone coming.
Now you, Professor.
I really don't think I ought to go and leave.
You go now. Now then, this,
Well,
this,
goodbye, and good
and
luck.
this.
It really has been a fascinating experience. I hope you and the doctor will be all right. See you back at